How you guys doing? So today's video is going to be about marquees and the way marquees are going from here on out and how I'm thinking it's going to go and what it's kind of looking like already. So let me just, I had to do some raid stuff earlier. I had to move some mods, but the last marquee that we had was for the Vulture Droid, right? At least to my knowledge, it was. And he's supposed to be becoming free-to-play farmable in like in this next week or so. They screwed up on like the whole cadence of this stuff because of the whole Malik stuff, and they're trying to fix some of these bugs, whatever you want to call it. So they're a bit behind. I get it, but the next one is going to be Vulture Droids. So the one previously before that though was Shock T, and Shock T, guess what? She was needed for a General Anakin Skywalker, and that is throwing, at least for me, it's throwing up some red flags because with how things are going in the game, there's a lot of money grabbing, there's a lot of wanting to make money, and I get it, it's a game, it's a mobile game, and with how games are nowadays, that's just the way it is, you know? I understand that. But can we please just revert how things were back in 2018 with getting these fun marquees like the Enfys Nest crew, the whole Prepare crew with Kira and the squad? Those guys were not game-changing, they weren't game-breaking, but hell, they were fun to use, and they still are. Mine aren't even there. I am working on L3 slowly but surely, and they're just a lot of fun to use. But I can't remember the last time I actually enjoyed Marquee, and it wasn't like throwing up red flags like, oh, as soon as this thing goes free to play like a Shock T or Vulture Droid, you have to farm it. I don't know the last time where Marquee hit, and I'm like, huh, maybe I don't need to farm it right off the bat. I can start working on other stuff I want to work on. But with how marquees are, you either are going to have to farm them right now as soon as they go free to play friendly, or you're going to be behind and you're going to miss the next meta. Because with how Vulture Droid is, and you want to go check out ships, I did a video recently about chatting about future stuff you might want to farm and look into farming. Well, Malevolence is going to happen one way or another. It just is. And that's going to be Grievous's capital ship. We've already seen it hinted in the game. And what better way to finish up the light side TB and the whole Clone Wars era with reworks and content than with another Clone Wars era capital ship, aka the Malevolence. There's not really a better way for me to see it, at least. And right now there's only 4 in the game. We got the Geos, all 3 of them, and then we got Vulture Droid. So, I said this in my previous video, but as soon as Vulture Droid goes free to play friendly next week, you guys should be farming this guy. I know that he's not, he doesn't have, what's it called, what he's got? Oh, the pilots. I'm like, what the heck's the word there? No, he has no pilots. It's just a droid, you know? So there's no pilots, but they did chat in a recent Q&A, I think, or something with the Vulture Droid that he will be scaled normally like as if there was a crew member here, like a pilot, which is cool and all, but it's just really hard to really want me to farm something because there's only 4 different ships in this faction. You come up here to Galactic Republic for like a Negotiator or Mace fleet, and look, there's a lot more. We have 3, 6, 7. We have 7 different ships. So if I were you guys, I would probably start farming the Vulture Droid next week. It should be coming out next week, to my understanding at least. So once this guy goes free to play friendly, farm this because this is a good hint and a good direction to Malevolence coming. And I would really bet some money also on some more ships that are Separatist themed as well. Maybe Count Dooku, maybe some, I don't know. I mean, really anything here, honestly. Some droids would be also really cool to see. I don't know how they would kind of fix that in because you come up here to the droids. I mean, Grievous is a droid, right? So the only other droid we have here is IG-2000 and then Vulture Droid. Maybe we're going to see some more Separatists. Maybe we're going to see some more droids. But really, marquees so far down the line, guys, or as of like the last few times we had a marquee, they've always been leading up to some huge epic confrontation or some huge meta shift, which is unfortunate to see. I don't like this whole model with how marquees are because you either can, you either are going to, from the time it's going to be a marquee until it goes free to play friendly, you have like a little bit of a window to farm whatever you want and like horde stuff, which is okay, I guess. But as soon as it goes free to play friendly, if you're not already working on shards from like shipments or you're buying packs, you know, spending money trying to get this guy's shards up and running to like 7 star or so, you really have to now. Which is stupid, I think, and I don't like this whole model. But hey, it's this 2019 CG thinks that they have to change the way money's made, I guess. But I don't another thing here with how marquees are, I don't think this is their biggest money thing here. It's by far not. It's not even close to how much money they make. It's not their biggest revenue source. The biggest revenue source is their packs for shards, for gear. A huge emphasis on the gear. You talk about those big boy packs that come around every so often with like Gear 13 packs. Trying to get a guy Gear 13 with the Kyrotechs. And now with signal data and relics, I mean, there's a huge money thing there. So I don't think another reason why they're adding in a lot of extra characters or marquees is because there's not enough money to be made there. Their only big money source in this game, I think, right now is these big legendary type of events. That's really it for me. And leading up to that is where all the gear is made and all the money is made, with the gear being needed to get these guys up and running. And even more so with Relics and Gear 13. I just don't see marquees being a huge thing anymore. Last year, we had a lot of complaints about a lot of, like, too many marquees. But now that I'm thinking about it in this year, I'd rather have more marquees than a huge influx of gear crunch, like Kyrotechs, like Carbs, and Gear 13 pieces, Gear 12 plus pieces. There's a huge gap from it was last year to this year. And I would much rather it revert back to last year with marquees, because we don't need to worry about having to farm these characters on top of other characters we might need to be farming, and then on top of that, gear crunch. It is too much to handle right now for at least me. I'm trying to do this all free to play friendly as much as I can, and it's just really hard to do. And the one thing I want to just touch up on really fast is, yeah, we had the whole mallet controversy. I've done a couple of videos ranting about it and stuff like that. But man, if you just think about wanting to help the community with get currency, with extra shards, this is the best thing. It really is. Making these old legendary type events that you unlock characters for, make them replayable, and you unlock some shards. I'm not saying the whole amount of shards, but give us some shards. Like, cut it in half, cut it, down to 75%, so you only get like 25% of the shards from the event. But just enough to make a difference to help us out with the gear crunch. I mean, that's the biggest thing I really want to see here. But really, the whole video idea here in my video for today is marquee chat. And I think marquees are a dying thing. As much as I would like to see some more, it's not going to be a huge emphasis on the game from now on, because of how they want to go about their money and making money. Pretty much, revenue is going to be made from gear and these new characters that are going to come out. And guess what? These new legendaries are going to be needed for marquees. And whenever a marquee drops, like I said, you will need to farm them to get the next best thing. That's just how this game is now. Which I'm a bit bummed out. I gotta be honest with you guys, and I wish it was a little bit different. I really do. But maybe they keep it like this. Maybe they give us some new raids, some like a ship raid. Give us some other way to get some more gear, get some more fun characters unlocked, a different style, a different way, rather than just like an event like this, like a Malik or a General Skywalker. Just give us a different take on how to unlock characters in this game. Different events, different raids, different game modes. I would absolutely love if they did a little rework to the Galactic War here, make it a lot tougher, and then give us some better rewards like gear, like Kyrotech, stuff like that, But yeah, just to wrap up the video, guys, I just really am disliking the marquee structure right now. I think it's pretty stupid. Before Shock T, I can't even remember who the last marquee was before Shock T. I just can't. I go into the characters, I just can't think of it. Maybe it was a ship. Maybe it was another character. I don't remember. I can't remember what it was. I honestly can't. And that's kind of sad, I think. I would like to see some more fun characters, just like an Emphas Nest, kind of like all the whole solo squad. I would like to, personally, for these TV shows and movies coming out, I would like to see some more marquees, but don't make them required for a big event. Make them just a standalone fun marquee to do that adds extra utility to a faction and make the faction a little bit more fun to play with and to use. I would rather see that than a whole money grab to have these crappy characters be marquees, and then you have to work on their gear and their stars, and then get the next best thing. A prime example of this is the whole Karth team for the Old Republic and getting Darth Malik / Darth Revan unlocked. This whole Karth team is really bad, in my opinion, when it comes to JC defenses and even offenses. Yeah, you can probably make a different team setup here to counter some other teams, but then you're not using the whole team here, And that's the biggest downfall of this whole marquee system and this whole event stuff right now, guys. it doesn't allow for you to be creative with your teams. It doesn't allow for you to be having, you know, more freedom when it comes to what you want to farm. There's like really no freedom at all. I feel like we're all slaves playing this and trying to farm shards that they throw at us for like marquees and such. And it's not a good feeling. It's not a good way to play the game. I don't like it. And I mean, you'll get to a point down the line. Like I'm pretty, you know, end game, I would say. You're gonna get down to a point in this game where you're gonna have a lot of stuff unlocked, and then you'll barely have enough freedom to do what you want and to try what you want. But it's really tough to get to that point in the game. It's gonna take you a lot of money, a lot of time, especially the time, a lot of time. I've been playing this game for 4 years. It's gonna take you a long time, guys. Just plain and simple. So yeah, Karth is a great example. Yeah, you can probably make a different team that's not Karth lead, like a new lead, and then you toss in Mission and Zalbar. That's a great team as well, but then you have Karth that's absolutely useless. He just is. And that's the biggest downfall to this whole marquee system and these events. I don't like them, guys. I would like for them to change. Go revert it back to a previous model like it was last year with the solo characters. As much as I hate that many marquees, I'd rather see that than how they're doing it right now in the present. I just don't like it at all. I would like to see some marquee changes. Let me know what you guys think all about this as well down below in the comments. Maybe maybe you guys are unlike me and you kind of like to have something to shoot for. Like, oh, hey, maybe, oh, this is going to be, you know, like the Folger's Droid. Like, oh, we already know it's going to come out soon. Maybe I should just start hoarding my stuff and farming that so I know what I'm going to be doing for my next little month's worth of farming and stuff like that. Just like so you know what to do next instead of having to like kind of think about what you want to work on. Maybe you're like that kind of person. Maybe you're just like me and you want some more freedom and you want to farm some different stuff, you know. I would love to farm some more troopers like Range Trooper. I would like to kind of get those guys going, and also the Kira team with like Vandor and L3. That's pretty much it for my video today, guys. Some more chat about marquees. I want to do a video on this for a little bit as well. And I want to get your guys' feedback on this as well. What do you guys think marquees should be structured like? Do you guys like the current structure of marquees so it leads up to a big confrontation like a legendary or an epic like a Malik or General Skywalker? Or would you guys rather have it be like last year's with a bunch of solo characters that you have a little bit more freedom with who you want to farm up and stuff? Let me know, guys. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like, share it around, and if you guys are new here, feel free to sub. I do a lot of different videos here covering this game, Galaxy of Heroes. So it would really be appreciated, guys. And also, we have a Discord if you guys want to go and hang out there with me. And I just chat pretty much 24/7 about the game, and really anything in general. And lastly, we got a Patreon if you guys want to help support me there. But that's pretty much it for my video today, guys. Some marquee chat, some stuff just I want to chat about. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.